Hello everybody, we're running it back. I'm excited. This Thursday, this has been a great week. I'm joined by Angela Bates with me again. We had a great time on Monday. Hopefully, those that are watching had a chance. If you didn't see it Monday, you went back to take a look at it. But if you did not, I want to encourage you to go back and look at that. We have all of our podcasts on the page, so you can see all of them up there. I would strongly advise you to do that because this woman here is a power pack. I mean, she has so much knowledge and wisdom and information and also experience to offer anyone who's watching. So I'm excited to have her back. Thank you for tuning in again. So we're gonna hop into it. Monday we allowed you to get to know Angela a little bit. Obviously this is limited time, but she had a chance to share her story, her background and so forth, and a lot of things she's overcome to become the woman she is today. And I'm so excited for her. I'm proud of her for things she's doing in the Harrisburg community. And one of the major things she's doing now, she has an organization, it's a non-profit, right?
Yes.
Called Table Talk Youth. Table Youth Talk. TableYouthTalk.org. Okay. So, some of the things you guys are doing, what are some of your goals, and where are you going from here? So.
Okay, hello again. And I created Table Youth Talk so that I can have the youth come around a table in a setting and just, talk about what's going on with them, because I realize that a lot of students are alone, even though they might be in a room full of people, and it could be their family or their friends, they're still feeling that lonely heart. And so we have to look at that, especially nowadays with isolation and just with your mental state of health. Not, mental health per se, but just your mental state of mind. Like, how is your mental state? Are you good? Because you need to be good to move forward. And so that's why originally I had a program which was called Girls and Pearls Social Club. So we would just come around with girls and we would sit down and teach etiquette, and we would eat dinner, and then I would have older women come in and talk to them and could be mentors to them and just tell them their story and their history of how they survived. Because a lot of females think it's just me, no one else is going through this, and can nobody help me? But yes, and I realized that with young men too, like we need to bring them into it too. So it became like more so of a social club for boys and girls, because the boys wanted to come and partake in it as well. So we opened it up for boys and girls. So now the Table Youth Talk, we can do boys and we can do girls, and we can have a collaboration together. So with the pandemic starting, we had to change it up a little bit. So we have Zoom meetings with them where we can have kids. I will create like little gift baskets for them and take it to them, and I will order food and send it to them so that they can eat. And also we have little games and things that they can play, open up and just discuss and talk about what the toy is or what they're trying to do. I'm a part of a rock club with my nephew, so the Dollar Tree, $1 has little things that you can open up, little rocks that you can open up and see what the prize is and just discuss it, and that's just the way of getting you to talk about things, and that way it might can open up to something else that you don't know, and it brings a connection. So that's what I would like for the kids to understand, is that you can always have someone out there that's going to be able to connect with you. And you have to take advantage of that and not just keep it to yourself and let somebody know. Because no one's going to know. They're just going to see how down you are, but they're not going to know why and how to help you unless you, open up and say, can you help me? Or this is what I'm going through. And I was surprised. Oh, yeah. When I had it, the first group with Anthony up at the Y, up at Ken Curtin Middle School, it was just all boys. And I had my vice president there, which is Daphne McCoy, and she has the Shades of Greatness Foundation. And my mother, and we were just up there, and Stephen Evans was up there, and we just, it was about 12 boys. And we're like, how many here you felt alone? And you'd be surprised how many raised their hand and said they felt alone. And usually boys don't open up.
Right.
They don't open up, but
middle
they
school
did.
Boys too, right?
Middle school is free, open gym, so anybody that came in, they can be a part of it. And they just opened up and they were talking. We had kids from 12-year-old to 18-year-olds, and they just talked, and they just was able to open up and really just in a quiet setting and just tell us about them and what's going on with them. And that's what we appreciate. And I realize that it's definitely needed for them to for us to just hear what they have to say and try to help and guide them and know that we're here for them. And that's important.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's kind of therapeutic. Would you say that? Like it gives them a chance to, I don't know if you officially call it that, but give them a chance to open up and is there a time where they can share what they're going through? Is that more like a one-on-one type thing?
No.
Or with the group they can share where they're at? Because you said you posed a question, how many are lonely? And I guess hands
They raise
went
their
up.
hands and they tell us why. We say why. You know, why do you feel like that? And they will just let us know why, you know. And it's just amazing that young men, first of all, because I feel as though if there's not a father in the house, there's a young man in that house that's still leading that house. So if we can help the young men in the house, then they can help the younger siblings and also their mother.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, because you know, in the organization, I'm a part of 3-Star Foundation, which I'm the director of all programming. We work with a lot of inner city youth, young men. And one of the things that we found is they could be 12, 13, 14, 15, but they're like taking care of their siblings, you know, because dad isn't around, you know, dad is locked up or on the streets or on drugs or whatever. So they're having to be the father of the home, but they're still kids themselves, you know. So, and it's amazing because moms have to work 2 jobs, and so
Or you want to break it down, mom could be on drugs herself.
Yeah.
So then, you know, I had young men who, you know, was out there when I first started Schaffner. You know, I didn't understand that. Working at Schaffner, I didn't understand that. Why are you here? I was selling drugs. Well, why do you have to sell drugs? Well, mom's on drugs, and you know, I had to feed my brothers and sisters.
Wow.
You know, that,
Wow.
wow.
That's tough.
That is.
And so, just so you know, Schaffner Youth Center, Detention Center, I want to let the viewers know, because you mentioned this on Monday, it's a youth detention center where those who break the law, do something they shouldn't do, they're underage, they go to to Schaffner, okay? And for extended time, whatever they did, you know, it's kind of like their prison, you know, so to speak.
Juvenile detention center for Dauphin County.
Yeah, for Dauphin County. So, but the thing is, what's so important is, you know, when you see those situations, like my heart goes out to a lot of inner city youth. Now, Angela, if you look at the pandemic that's happening, a lot of these kids are home a lot. Think about over the summer, a lot of inner city youth, and it's not just limited to black kids. You know, there's white kids, there's Asian in the inner city. Inner city is representative of so many different races and ethnic groups now. So let's clear that up. But a lot of them in the summer didn't have places to go, things to do. They don't have the resources that say they have in the suburbs or in other communities. Can you talk a little bit about just the stuff they were going through, the mental, like you said, the state of the mentals and different things, challenges that they face?
Well, you have to figure that the lunch program is not there. So they have to figure out, you know, usually when you're in school, you get 2 meals. If you go to school early, you get breakfast and lunch. You might just have to worry about the dinner. But in the summertime, the meals aren't there. So depending on how your family is set up, are you going to receive meals? Fortunately, in Harrisburg, the food bank was able to supply food, and you know, Harrisburg did amazing handling this pandemic with the food supplies and everything. Because I sent a lot of community members out there. You know, I was out there one time just giving out boxes of food, you know, to people at the different school sites.
Right.
You know, Blake Lynch has that,
Okay,
and he was taking care of that. And Patty Kim has done so much with the schooling, coming back into school and setting up, you know, classroom settings for them when parents have to work. But as far as the summertime, you have to deal with hunger, you have to deal with isolation, you have to deal with taking care of your younger siblings if the parent still has to work because they had to go back to work.
Yeah.
Unemployment stopped, the extra money stopped, so they were sending people back to work. So you have siblings, maybe 10, 11, 12-year-old, have to take care of the younger siblings.
Right.
And they could be babies.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to like understand that these children are in need and they want to talk and they want to get out, but there are parents who are afraid, and the children are afraid to come outside too now. So they're afraid, they don't want to get sick because they don't understand. We've seen people in our community pass away from this,
Yeah.
from COVID-19. So
Right.
we know it's real. And we know that we have to stay healthy and do what we need to do to keep everybody else healthy. And so we've also seen abuse.
Okay.
We've also seen abuse within the city, within the time frames of, with everything and everybody's being isolated. So we have to think about that too. There's foster carers out there, there's parents out there who maybe were teetering on the abuse side anyways. So we have to, always think about that and always say our children are the ones who know everything. So when you start talking to them, you might gather more information from them, from their neighbors, from their friends. The way I see it is that I'll ask a child, how are your friends doing? That way I can get a little bit more insight on what's going on with them too, because they'll expose a little bit. So if you need a way of, breaking open, have open conversation with your child, ask them about their friends and what their friends are doing, and that way that can help you and they can let you see that it's okay to be, talk to you, and you're not someone that's just going to run your mouth and run back and tell everything. Now, I'm a mandated reporter, and I always let them know that first. That, if there's something that's harming you or someone else, I will have to report that, but I'm here to help.
Yeah.
And always make sure that they get information as to where to go for help. We did a wonderful thing this year. Kia Hansard and her friends with adopting the high school students, adopting the graduates.
Okay.
So adopted 3 graduates and, just keeping track with them and, keep in contact and make sure, they're okay. If they need something, just to reach out and connect with our youth, because it's not just the parent, it's the community that really needs to go out there and make sure that our children are okay, because they're our future.
Oh yeah.
I remember that when I was in Girl Scout, Whitney Houston song,
Right.
I
believe the children.
Yeah, exactly. We are. It's just like we've gone away from, the praying and the saying hello, how you doing? We see kids. When I see kids on the street nowadays, I'm not crossing the street because I see a group of them. I am going to be aware of what's going on, but I want to say hi, how you doing? Let them know it's okay. I see you as a human, not someone that I can use or get something for. That's a thing that we have to make sure that these agencies out here understand that too. We're human out here. These children are human. They deserve everything that we could possibly give them to help them be successful in life.
Yeah, and I mean, again, you're doing so much positive things in the community. We wouldn't have enough time probably to cover everything that you're doing and you're intending to do. But I'm glad to at least have you on, for this limited time, just to be able to share and open up, because I believe there's a lot of people, a lot of adults, people listening, good-hearted people, people who have good intentions that want to help, and I'm hoping, my prayer is that by having you here, it'll encourage them. Hopefully you're encouraged today by seeing Angela, who has overcome a lot of obstacles herself, getting pregnant as a senior in high school, having a child, just different challenges she's had, but she didn't let it stop her, okay? And now she's in a position where she is helping and influencing so many youth, but not only youth, and I'm sure there are parents that hopefully through your influence and through your encouragement, through your resources, hopefully there are parents who are improving their livelihood too. Can you speak to that at all? Like, do you guys do anything or try? Because sometimes it's hard to connect with the parents because they're so absent. I mean, and I don't know what your experience is, but a lot of times you can try to have a program, you can try to encourage the youth to, hey, this is parent night. And you can have a parent night and like one parent show up. So, and that's discouraging, but do you have anything along those lines of trying to connect with the parents?
We do connect with our parents. They can call us anytime. We're always picking the kids up, transporting them everywhere. They come out and they be a part of our programs. Even if we had to pick them up, we do that. We make it so that it's easy and convenient for them to be able to participate. Because like I said, I was a single mom. I had to work second and third shift jobs, and my family, my mother, my sisters were there to support me and take my daughter, to Girl Scouts and things like that, because I wasn't able to do it. But at least I knew she was able to get there and someone was there who cared about her. So we have grandmothers who we participate with who are always thanking us, just for keeping them in mind and letting them know that, if they need any help or any assistance, we're there for them. So I'm sure in any community, you can find some organization that will help you stay connected. And I think that would be the best thing for you and your children.
Yeah, and that's really critical. The organizations, you have the Boys and Girls Club, you got, different after-school programs, you got, there's, and like you said, every community is different, but it's important that the grassroots ministries and programs really get their due, because a lot of them are the saving board or the lifeline to a lot of these young people, because they don't have anything else. They don't have any other resource. You know what I'm saying?
And also, I work for Drug and Alcohol Services for Dauphin County, and Pennsylvania has the Student Assistance Program.
Okay.
I don't know if you recall that in school, but when I was in school, first all we knew was, where the drug dealers going? They went to a class, right?
Right.
This was the class they had for them. So now the Student Assistance Program, we give out resources, to all the schools in the state of Pennsylvania. Resources that will help you in our county. Give resources to different organizations. It might not be so much as there might be a drug and alcohol problem or a mental health problem, because they cover both. It might be, maybe you just need some family resources, some extra help, an extra box of food, or maybe a child just needs to be, maybe you get caught vaping. Well, maybe in lieu of being a policy violation, you can go to this club that can help you. Camp Swag can help you stay on track. There's different things that we're trying to do now to offset it being a negative thing, but to help the families. And that's what it's there for. The Student Assistance Program will help families in the state of Pennsylvania and give out resources and things that will help the child further in their education and stay in a positive manner.
Wow. That's some good insight, good information. So I'm gonna end with this question here. We're gonna wrap it up here soon. Time goes by so fast. They say time goes by fast when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So, but this has just been great. Just hearing from you, like I said, your presence and just sharing stuff. So let me ask you, we'll end with this. What's one thing that you would like to do? What's one thing you would like to do or see in your lifetime as far as an accomplishment within the next 10 years? I know I'm putting you on the spot. You weren't expecting it, but and this could be a goal. This could be a goal of something that you've been thinking about the past year, 2 years, 5 years, and something you want to do, something you want to see happen. Is there anything like that?
I think I would love to see our faith community be brought up and be a major influence in what we're doing, because I think that's very necessary. And just, what we're doing, I just, like I said, I'm grassroots. I'm never at the top. I'm always working, I always say the left out of the left out, because some of our kids, their behaviors aren't so great, so people, try to dismiss them. I want to bring them to the forefront and show that they can be successful in whatever they try to. So I just want to, in the future, just keep moving forward and keep having the youth there and coming to us and just being a part of our programs, and then reaching back and helping others. Once they've graduated, reach back. That's always just to reach back, come back, be there for your community, be there for your neighborhoods, be there for your families, be there for your friends.
Yeah. Wow. That was awesome. So faith-based, having the faith-based aspect coming back into the communities. Yeah, I agree with you on that. So again, thank everybody for tuning in. This was awesome. Angela, we might have to have you come back sometime.
Anytime.
We're gonna, we'll connect. We'll definitely connect, with some of the work you're doing, some of the work I'm doing in the community as we move forward. And so I think Duke, Anthony Burnett, Coach Duke, Anthony Burnett and his wife, lovely couple. Definitely appreciate them. They're doing so much too in the community. We're connected as well. So, well, you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to go to our YouTube page. All of our podcasts are on the YouTube page. Subscribe to that. Also, my website, www.jarmanintl.com. All right, and Angela Bates, you want to share your information again for the viewers?
I am Angela Renee on Facebook, and on my TableYouthTalk.org is my organization. You can find us on our website as well. And we have pictures and everything of what we're doing. We're just getting started, so, bear with me.
Yeah.
But we'll have more to come. And I
Right.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, thank you again for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Perfect.